library would close in 15 minutes. I walked through the main portion of the library, which was just one large room with a decorative mahogany arch dividing a reading area from the stacks. After straightening a display of library handouts, I cast a lingering glance at the new books rack. There were many recent books I longed to read, but I always forced myself to wait until they went into the general stacks, feeling it was more appropriate for our patrons to have first dibs on the newest materials. Besides, I chided myself, you already have a stack of books threatening to topple off your nightstand. I sighed as I contemplated the sad truth that in the years since I'd become a librarian, I'd actually read fewer books. My job required me to peruse tons of reviews to select items for the library, but it had become increasingly difficult to find time to read the actual books themselves. Despite what many people thought, librarians could rarely read at work. They were too busy helping patrons with research, acquiring and processing materials, and providing literary tutoring and homework assistance. As I circled around the shelves, I passed Sunny and the patron interested in art. "Find what you need?" I asked. "Yeah, great stuff." The girl clutched a sheaf of papers to her chest. "I had to make copies, though. Couldn't check anything out." "There was nothing in the circulation collection anyway," Sunny said, as she slid a copy of Art in America back into its slot in the current periodical rack. "Sunny said the artist is too new to be listed in any books yet." The patron gave my assistant a grateful smile. Sunny to the rescue once again. I made a mental note to remind the town council about her invaluable patron assistance. Maybe they'd finally see their way to giving her a raise. "Well, we open tomorrow morning at 10 if you need to come back." "Cool, but I think I've got what I need. Thanks, though." The girl stuffed the papers into her backpack. "Though I might want to come back later to look for something on that local artist, Rachel LeBlanc. I'm trying to complete several projects at once." "You're at Clarion University?" I asked, then wondered if I'd misread her age. She looked too old to be in high school, but I'd guessed wrong before. "Yeah, my roommate's family lives here, and she comes home every weekend. It's only a 30-minute drive, you know." I knew that only too well, since I'd worked at Clarion until about a year and a half ago. But I just nodded. "My roommate invited me for a visit just to get away from campus for a few days. Also, it's a chance to eat real food for a change." The girl's grin made her look instantly younger. "I guess I should have done the research at the campus library, but..." She hoisted her backpack straps over her shoulders. "I never got around to it." "It happens," I said. "Anyway, you're always welcome here, although we don't have the resources the university library can provide." "That's okay. It's just short reports, no big deal." "By the way, I happen to know Rachel LeBlanc," Sunny volunteered. "Maybe I can snag you an interview." The girl's kohl-rimmed eyes widened. "Really? That would be great!" "Can't promise, but I'll do my best." Sunny motioned toward the front doors. "Unfortunately, now we have to ask you to leave. It's closing time." "Oh yeah, sure." The girl strode off, pausing to thank Sunny again before she pushed through the inner doors and into the foyer. Sunny glanced back at me. "All clear in here. Did you check the children's room?" "No, but I'll do that now. Richard's waiting for me in there anyway." "In the children's room? What's he doing reading kids' books?" "Research. Remember he got that grant to create a new piece?" "Oh, right. He's choreographing something to be performed at public schools." Sunny absently twirled her bracelets around her slender wrist. "I guess it's like that production of Peter and the Wolf they brought to my elementary school once. I was bored, to be honest. Now, if it had been a show with Richard dancing, I'd pay attention. Believe me." "Sadly, he's not going to perform. His teaching schedule at the university won't allow for that. But the piece is going to be danced by the seniors in his studio at Clarion, which is a great opportunity for them. He just wanted to look at picture books for inspiration. He claims illustrations sometimes spark ideas." "Makes sense. Okay, you collect Richard and I'll shut down the circ computer." Sunny headed for the main desk as I made my way to the children's room. Crossing into the annex meant stepping from early 20th century elegance into late 1970s functionality. The children's room had been an addition to the original historic library, and its sheetrock walls and stained ceiling tiles betrayed the cost-cutting associated with its construction. Sunny and I had tried to enliven the space with posters and mobiles and other decorations, but I still always felt like I was walking back into my public elementary school. The scent of chalk dust wafting from a blackboard that covered